Alright, I see a red light. Cool.
Alright, cool.
Hey everybody, this is that drummer guy, Josh Runquist, and I'm here with Jeremy from Broken Hope, who just played a killer set here at Station 4.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, like I was saying before the camera turned on, I've been waiting a long time to finally see you guys, and I didn't know if I was ever going to. What made you guys get back into touring?
We had talked about, well, Sean Glass, Broken Hope, him and I had talked about getting back together, getting the right formula for Broken Hope back above ground and going forward for years. As everyone knows, we've been gone for 12 years, and we went away because we had some key members that way back in 2000 or so quit or were fired. Management, label problems, all this culmination of a perfect storm, if you will, that really just brought everything to a screeching halt. I could have kept going back then with, a bunch of hired hands, guys that I would just pay to play our songs, and it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to have Broken Hope come back where we had left off the right way, up here as far as like musicianship wise and attitude and properly representing the band. So that didn't. After I hung it up for a while, I got into another band and was doing some other stuff. I got into writing novels and whatnot. Sean and I started talking about what it would take to do Broken Hope again, because Broken Hope's like in my heart and soul, it's my true love, if you will. So I had always hoped to have it happen sooner than later, but it took a while, and finally things came to a head when we started getting more and more interest in these last few years to have the band perform and tour, from promoters and booking agents and stuff. And thankfully we got this awesome management company that came to us and told us many reasons why we should do Broken Hope, not just for a quick buck or anything, but because there's so many fans that are from the 90s that love Broken Hope. Those fans have kids that love Broken Hope now. It's really cool. And it's true, we've met all these young fans that are in their 20s and stuff that are like, "You're my favorite band." I'm like, "We are." Like Black Veil Brides or something like that. But they're like, "No, Broken Hope. I love Broken Hope." So, with direction from management, and what we wanted Broken Hope to be, personally, like I said, it's got to be people that are, members that are really like on the same page, and everything. So that's what we got. We got the right personnel, and that's what took some time too. And now we've got the best version of Broken Hope that anyone has ever seen, in my opinion, and best version of Broken Hope I've ever played in. No disrespect to my good friend Joe Thiachek, who's dead. If he was alive, he'd be here with us right now. So finding someone to fill his shoes was a big job as well. But we've pulled it off, and we're not going away. We're here for good.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
That's what made me so happy to hear, not only that you were going on tour with Obituary, but the show here that you're actually headlining.
Yeah.
Tonight. As sad as it was not to see Obituary, I was so happy to see you guys headlining as the first time seeing you.
Yeah, we hate taking a day off. I mean, we've always been like that, even in the 90s, especially Sean and I. Sean and I we're so hungry to be playing live. We love it. We're very passionate about it. And we don't care about resting. We just want to do it. We like it when we're on tour to be playing every night. So this was a unique opportunity to come off of a really amazing hometown show in Chicago last night on the Carnival of Death Tour, and there's, you know, this day off, there's this gap here after Chicago. Obituary had some other plans, and we were presented with this great opportunity to actually headline. So this is like our first, not only first tour, you know, in like 12 years, but first, like headline show in, I don't know, 12 to 14 years. So, one, it's cool just to headline again. We were able to pull out full production tonight and stuff. And hey, you know, Minnesota, we played her a bunch of times. Never in St. Paul, though, so it's cool to be playing in St. Paul. So, I'm just happy we're here tonight, and I'm happy you got to check it out, too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've been a fan since about 2003, 2004,
Yep.
when I first discovered you guys, and
Yep.
I just didn't know what was going to happen. And then when I found out about this tour, I immediately like jumped at the chance to try to interview you guys, let alone
Yeah.
coming here. And
Yeah.
it was just so
Oh,
cool.
I thought it was great because I got the, you know, the Broken Hope press schedule for this week, and I saw you on there. I'm like, oh, cool, someone actually up in St. Paul wants to interview Broken Hope, so I love it, man. So thanks for, you know, contacting our publicist and, you know, taking the time to chit-chat about BH.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite death metal bands, and
Yeah.
it's just so
thank
cool.
you.
Oh.
Thanks. Really appreciate that, man.
Oh,
That's why we're here. Hey, I'm a fan of my own band. I'm a huge Broken Hope fan too, man. So I love playing in Broken Hope. I love the music that we've already made, and I love the music that I'm working on right now.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Is there like a time frame or anything for that? Like possibly next year or 2014?
Yeah. Much sooner than that, buddy.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
We get done with this Carnival of Death Tour. It'll be wrapped up on September 30th. We get home first week of October, and I've had time back home in the home studio where I've written a bunch of, you know, new Broken Hope songs. I also have material that I wrote for what would have been the 6th Broken Hope album back in, you know, 2000, actually. And I have a mountain of lyrics that I've written. So there's plenty of music, you know, true to form Broken Hope music that's going to be worked on extensively this fall and winter. And if everything goes as planned, we'll get in the studio and do an album, and that'll come out sometime, we hope, in spring of 2013. And we're already booked for festivals next year.
Oh,
like
nice.
doing Maryland Death Fest. We're one of the featured bands there. We've got some headlining shows in Germany, and they're working on more stuff. And of course, when the album drops, then, you know, it's tour time, like more Broken Hope tours. So we're just gonna keep going, you know. Well, in the 90s, we do an album, we write, record, release, tour, and you could almost set a clock by it. Like every 18 months, there was a new Broken Hope album. I want to recapture that work ethic, and I think as hungry as we are and how enthusiastic we are about Broken Hope, you know, the lineup, 2012 lineup we have now, nothing's stopping us, and you know, I look forward to talking to you, you know, 10 albums down the line from now. You know,
yeah.
about the, you know, Broken Hope.
Yeah, I'm definitely for it.
2022. We'll be talking here again. You'll have a better camera. You know, we might have some gray hairs, but Broken Hope will still be doing it. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. That's my wish. So.
Oh, I can see it happening too.
Yeah.
It'll be well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, since this time, what are some bands currently going now, like up-and-coming metal bands that you've been digging?
I've been listening to, well, I guess I wouldn't say they're, you know, up-and-coming. They've been around a little bit now, but that, I got turned on to Municipal Waste not too long ago. I was digging on them. And I still have my favorite bands that keep releasing, you know, new albums and stuff. So I can't say much about younger bands, and I was just having this conversation with Trevor from Obituary, as there seems to be, him and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways, and where there seems to be a stop, like him and I stopped listening to a lot of new death metal bands and whatnot. I get a lot of CDs, and I have a stepson who just constantly, he's such a metalhead, he's 17, and he gives me he'll go to like FYE, I don't know if you have those up here.
We used to before they closed down, but yeah.
We still have a couple down there. He buys vinyl, he buys, you know, a ton of CDs, and then he gives them all to me, all this stuff to dump in my iTunes. So I have so many new albums I haven't even listened to. But my point about like the old bands that influenced me, who I still love, when they release new albums, I'm all over it. So that's me up and coming bands that I've been turned on to. But like the last Napalm Death record, you know,
that
stuff.
Utilitarian, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all over that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of both bands that you mentioned, Municipal Waste and Napalm Death are coming here in November.
Yep.
Tour together.
Yep, I'm not going to miss that. They're coming through Chicago as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a great tour.
Oh yeah, that's totally sick. Yeah.
It's funny with Municipal Waste, the last song I play in every one of my shows is the song off the new album, You're Cut Off.
Yep.
Just in case I ever get canceled, it's a great last song to have.
Yep.
Just want to prepare myself.
Yeah.
Also, getting back to the new album that you are working on, is there much of a style change, like over the last 12 years, or are you just like gonna keep it the Broken Hope style?
Yeah, we like to. I like to, when I write. Well, I don't purposely write the, you know, for any other reason than just to write Broken Hope music that feels great to me at the end of the day. It's gotta. I gotta be happy with the final product. But I believe in staying true to form, and I believe that I write music that I'm a fan of and want to play, and what I want to play is super brutal and grinding death metal. You know, some of our stuff at the end of those first 5 albums, especially Grotesque Lessons, was kind of tipping a little towards getting, in my opinion, a little too technical. You know, it's like over the top. And though I like those songs, one thing I really think, especially with what I've been writing now for the new album, is just right in your face, you know, ferocious, relentless riffing. I like a good hook that sticks in your head and is also so heavy and so badass, and just like, you know, you want to take your head and smash it into something. I don't know. That's what I always say, you know, just that's kind of what I've been coming up with, if that gives you an idea.
Oh yeah.
You know, true to form though. You'll know it's Broken Hope. The tone, the guitar tone, the tuning, and the styling. You know, if that means anything to anyone that knows material on our 5 albums, you'll hear the new album. I'd like to think it's going to be the best thing we've ever done, and everyone's going to know, wow, man, that's Broken Hope.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that.
Yep,
and that's one of the reasons why you guys are one of my favorite death metal bands, is because of what you just said. You know how to write the brutal, in-your-face riffs, yet you can still make it grooving and catchy.
Right. I'm all about that catchiness. You know. Yeah. I love that. I love listening to bands that have these amazing riffs. You know, Napalm Death. They've got that song Mass Appeal Madness. There's a riff at the end of that's like the heaviest friggin' riff I've ever heard in my life, and it just makes me insane when I hear it. You know, Chapel of Ghouls by Morbid Angel. You know, certain Carcass songs. You know, not even death metal. You know, you get into like you know, some Pantera, Vulgar Display Power type of stuff. You can't help it, man. Those are, when you hear a Pantera riff, you know, 1, it's Pantera, just off the guitar tone. 2, he just writes the stuff you just can't get it out of your head, you know. And that type of catchiness, groove, heaviness, that whole ball of wax is what I latch onto as a music fan and as a guitarist, you know. And there's nothing I like better than playing something like that, you know. It's fun.
Yeah, and it's fun to listen to,
it's
too.
Fun. Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, and being a drummer, I love playing along to your guys' songs and everything.
Yeah, dude, yeah. So you know, yep.
Absolutely.
And I'm not a drummer, but I'll come up, I've always, my whole career being a guitarist, I've always worked with drummers and just said, do a beat like this, da-da-da-da-da, you know, or listen to this, and it'll be like a breakdown thing, and just, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be here without drummers, and man, you guys have a hell of an awesome job. I mean, you know, especially in death metal.
Oh, definitely.
That's some skills there, and you get the right drummer and guitarist, man, shit, you can do anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, say that you get the opportunity to do a headlining tour around the new album. Who would you want to bring out with you on tour?
Man, we got a lot of bands we love that, and that we're friends with. Like, I'd love to tour with Suffocation. I'd love to tour with Obituary again. Now these are bands, you know, I don't know if we'd ever headline over them, but if we're just speaking about, you know,
well, like touring in general,
you know, just touring in general, or, you know, or if the next Broken Hope album suddenly, you know, goes gold, you know, the first gold death metal album, then we'll probably be headlining, and we could get Obituary to open for us. But I love touring with Obituary. We toured with Deicide back on Repulsive Conception. To this day, that was one of the funnest tours I ever had. I love touring Glenn Ben and stuff. We just had a good time. So Deicide, Obituary, Suffocation, Vader would be great again. I'd like to tour with Napalm Death. They're my favorite band, one of my favorite bands. And Heroes. I think that would just be a good match. Shit, Entombed, that would be cool. Carcass, I would love to tour with Carcass. And then just any combo of bands too, like, you know, Broken Hope, Municipal Waste, get, you know, some punk band, you know, we guys in the band, especially our drummer Mike, he's a fan of so many punk and hardcore bands and stuff, you know. You could, yeah, I know his wish list would be about 100 bands long, you know, of everything from grind crust, punk, hardcore through metal. So yeah, there's a lot of bands we'd like to tour with, man, definitely.
Oh, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, just to wrap things up, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody watching or listening to this right now that we haven't covered?
Yep. I always thank you, the fans, for always writing the Broken Hope when we were down and out and gone. You never stopped sending me emails, and when social networking came up, all our fans constantly bombarded us and my page, and I appreciate everybody who's always asked for Broken Hope to come back, because your wishes are my wishes, and I've always wanted the same thing, and I'm glad we're here, and it means the world to me that we have fans like we do. So I thank all the fans out there, old, new, and yet to be, and thank you for this awesome interview. It's nice to be up here in St. Paul, Minnesota, and doing it again, so thanks.
And thank you very much for wanting to come back and be stronger than ever.
Absolutely. Yep. That's what we are. Broken Hope, stronger than ever. Right on.
Right. All right. Once again, this is Jeremy from Broken Hope. This is that drummer guy, Josh Runquist. Thank you.
Cheers.